we are back with another video, YouTube. Continuing a game of Turnabouts. After Phoenix Wright was accused of murdering Arcus, even though I'm pretty sure I know who it is, considering all the evidence. But it might not be, I don't know. Wait a minute. We're actually in a court? Whoa! Holy crap! But of course, it doesn't make as much sense for, for him to be... Of course, I doubt he's the murderer. Of Isla, so let's see. The thief entered the lounge soon after the party began. I did not see him again until after the murder, so it could have been the thief. Snoop stayed in the main hall for around 15 minutes following this. So, no, it's most likely the Snoop, considering he went into the library. Which pretty much means the murderer of Isla most likely gonna be, who, conniving, considering the current evidence, but it can change. It can definitely change. So, who knows? Oh, anyways. I'll be fine. Are you nervous? Not at all. I'm perfectly fine. She's terrified. I'm terrified. Oh boy. Don't worry about a thing, okay? I believe in you. It's all up to you today, Athena. Daddy is putting his trust in you, so don't let him down. I won't. I promise. Ugh. Pile on the pressure, why don't you? How about we talk about the day of the crime? That might help calm my nerves. I'm afraid I don't have much else to tell you other than what I said yesterday. We split up outside the master bedroom. I went to search the two small rooms on the west side. I spent around 15 minutes in each room, and I didn't see anyone the whole time. After I finished searching, I came outside to find you and Iving outside the master bedroom door. And that's when we found the body at 9:50 p.m. That means that Sparrow was killed at some point within the half hour we were searching. After all, we had just finished speaking to him before we split up. Once the body was discovered, we called the police straight away. Of course, to let them in, we needed to unlock the front door. It was Ken who ended up searching the body for the key to the manor. An investigation yesterday didn't really turn up much, huh? There were police all over the manor. It was kind of difficult to get a good look around. Not to mention that me and the rest of the guests were in questioning nearly all day. After that is when they arrested Daddy, huh? But why him? I don't get it. I guess you'll have to find out from the prosecution. Speaking of which, it looks like it's about time for us to head into the courtroom. Well, Athena, feeling any calmer? I was until you said that. Don't worry, I'll be by your side the whole time. Okay, let's do this. Yeah. November 14th, 9:30 a.m. District Courthouse, Courtroom number 2. Hi, the judge. Court is now in session for the trial of... Oh dear. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I never expected to see you brought up on charges like these again. Yes, well, it came as a shock to all of us. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I must still render my verdict without bias. There can be no special treatment given here, understood? Yes, Your Honor. Thank you. Very well. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. Is the defense ready? Ready, Your Honor. Let's go. Andale. I'll be back. I see. The prosecution. Oh my god, it's Gavin. Is it? Could that be? No way. Yeah! Clavier Gavin is ready, Herr Judge. Prosecutor Gavin. Tisk tisk, Herr Right. You just can't seem to stay out of trouble, can you? And you, Fraulein. How lovely to see you again. The honor is all mine. Remember why we're here, Athena. Don't worry, boss. I won't lose this case, no matter how dreams the prosecution is. Oh boy. Well, Prosecutor Gavin, care to begin your opening statement? Of course, Herr Judge. Achtung! Let's rock this courthouse. Achtung! Ready when you are. Ich! We love you. The stage of our crime is one Strata Manor, owned by our victim, Arca Strata. Strata was a very wealthy business mogul, and on the night of the crime, he held an event to which he invited a few of his associates. It seems this was not a particularly exclusive event, though, as our defendant was among those invited. That seemed like a bit of an unnecessary dig. Yeah, and it was during this event that Herr Starter's body was found. He had been stabbed in the chest, leading to quite the imminent death. The prosecution's investigation has led us to believe that only the defendant could be the culprit, as should be proven by my first witness. I see. Let's not delay then. You may call your witness to the stand, Prosecutor Gavin. Rock on, Herr Judge. Connor Irving, it's time for your grand performance. So, still too soon to end the video, so I'll continue. Your name and occupation? Connor Irving. I'm the head of finance at Barlink Inc. Barlink? What might that be? You've not heard of us? We're the biggest social networking site in the world. Social networking site? What might that be? Okay. It's a website that lets people talk to each other over the internet. You do know what the internet is, don't you? Let's stop mocking the elderly and just get on with your testimony. I think it would be quite beneficial if you could tell us about the night of the murder. Specifically about the event that was being held in Strata Manor. Yeah, my throat is starting to actually fully get, yeah, so I think maybe after this video, I might be, taking a break, going to sleep, and so on. And I'll, have these videos ready for, how long now? How many videos do I have now? Including this one? Let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so 4 days. Okay, so you won't hear about this until after, until after, thing, because of course the next video that'll be for tomorrow would be the second video, which was already captured earlier in the day, so yeah. So he's here to tell us about the murder mystery game, huh? Please begin describing. I'm sorry for all the clearing of the throats and all that. The game. Strata invited myself, those two behind the defense bench, and 3 other associates to his manor. He intended for us to take part in a murder mystery party. We were all assigned roles arbitrarily and allowed to roam the manor for 2 hours. Just before the game was about to end at 10 p.m., we found Shadow's body in the master bedroom. Oh my, so the murder mystery game turned into a real murder. I'm sure that this came to a great shock to all of you. Yes, well, I never expected to find Shredder dead like that. Speaking of which, the murder weapon used in this case was this steak knife. It was a prop for the murder mystery that had been left in the study upstairs. Oh, so the knife that killed him. Ah, it was that knife that we found. Wait just a second. Athena, don't you think there's something strange about that knife? What do you mean? I mean that it looks different than when we saw it in the study that night. That knife is different. Now let's take a closer look. Ah, so that's what it is. The difference between this knife and the one that we found in the study is... Oh... the color. It's the color that's different. The color? No, I don't think so. The blade. Does the blade of that knife look different to the one in the study? The blade? No, I don't think so. The handle. It's the handle, isn't it? The handle? When Mr. Wright and I found that knife in the study, the handle had a bloody handprint on it. It wasn't real blood, I'm sure, but handle on that knife that killed Marcus Strider is totally spotless. Yeah, so it would seem. And yet, it is a fact that the two knives are the same. We know this because the knife that was used as a prop in the game went missing from the study. But what about the handle? There's another curiosity about the knife that was used to kill Herr Stratter. That is, we could not find a single fingerprint upon it. Ah, I see where you're going with this. You're saying that whoever killed Stratter wiped the handle of the murder weapon. That would remove the fake blood as well as the killer's fingerprints. Exactly, hit her right. Well done. Well... Very well, now that's sorted. Miss Sykes, please begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. This is it. Time to get serious. Alright, the game. Starter invited myself, those two behind the defense bench, and 3 other associates to his manor. Yeah. But press! That means that there were 6 guests in the manor at the time of the murder. And any one of those 6 could potentially be the killer. You're including yourself in that list, Miss Sykes? Ah! Interesting strategy. You're planning on taking the blame yourself to get me off the hook? That's not what I meant. Sure not, Your Honor. The Fraulein cannot be the killer. Isn't that right, witness? Yeah, she's clean. From when Strider was last seen alive all the way up to when we found his body, the girl was in the main hall with me. She never left the room. That means that she has an alibi for the time of the murder, isn't that right? Right. I didn't kill anyone. Ah, good. In that case, I won't need to declare a mistrial. That could have ended badly. Choose your words a bit more carefully from now on, yeah? Please continue, Herr Iving. He intended for us to take part in a murder mystery game party. Why not explain the rules of the game for the court? You don't remember? Fine. Evidence for the murder was placed around the manor. Each guest was given a specific objective and 2 hours to complete it, starting at 8 p.m. Presumably there was supposed to be more to it, but Arcus died before he got that far. Tell us more about this objective. You're all assigned roles arbitrarily and allowed to roam with the manor for 2 hours. You mean to say that the roles we were given were entirely random? Yeah, of course. It's not like my role means anything outside of the context of the game. Out of interest, what role were you given exactly? I believe that I can be of some use here. The police collected all of the envelopes containing the roles of each guest. Here's Herr Ivings. Let's see here. Your role is the thief. Yep. Wait, what? The thief? Nani? Okay, fair enough. Okay, fair enough. Go steal an item from one of the guests without being caught. The thief? As you can see, the role has nothing to do with me personally. That's why I'm sure that all of our roles were entirely random. Nope! They were not! They were not! Considering that evidence, no, they were not! Perhaps you could add that statement to your testimony. Ah! Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Aww. Oh man. Press. You keep insisting that the roles were distributed randomly, but is that really true? What do you keep asking about this for? I work in finance. I ain't no thief. Oh wait, right, that. 2 nights ago. I'd seriously recommend that you achieve the goals you've been given before 10 p.m. If not, I might just have to reveal your roles to everyone on the outside. The way that the other guests reacted to what Shadow said must mean that their roles had some kind of secret meaning they didn't want revealed. If I can link the thief to conniving in some way, it would prove that this was more than just a simple game. If you're finished, I'll move on with my testimony. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Nani! Even if you didn't, I certainly did. We should take this opportunity to think about what was really going on that night. Guess that means I need to listen carefully to the witness. There we go. I was like either this or that. Are you sure there's no connection between you and the role you were given? What are you talking about? What connection do I have to the thief? Ronald Barr, your boss, told us something interesting the other night. Apparently, around 4 years ago, Barr Link was having a problem with embezzlement. In other words, someone was stealing from the company where you work. Doesn't that imply that thief means something more than just random chance? I have absolutely no idea what you mean. Sure, maybe there's a thief working somewhere in the company, but that ain't got nothing to do with me. It's just a coincidence. Lies. Let's not forget that every single one of the guests witnessed some peculiar remarks from the victim. I seriously recommend that you achieve the goals you've been given before 10 p.m. If not, I might just have to reveal your roles to everyone on the outside. Are you going to deny that you heard Stratter's threats? Well, maybe you did say that, but so what? The victim's comments suggest one thing, that the contents of these envelopes contain information regarding their recipients. From the sounds of it, this is information that you would rather keep hidden. I'm confused. What does all this have to do with the embezzlement scheme? Allow me to explain, Your Honor. The victim's remarks and the contents of the witness's envelope suggest that Irving is the thief. You were the one who was stealing money from the company, weren't you? That's the secret that Stratter was holding over your head to make sure you participated in the game. You can't make an accusation like that without any proof. Why else would you be given the role of the thief? And why would you allow yourself to be coerced by the threat of that role being revealed? That you are behind this embezzlement scheme is the only thing that makes sense. No, it's just a coincidence that I was given that role. Can't prove that I had anything to do with that stolen money. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, witness. Huh? Huh? When the police searched Herr Stratter's body for clues, they found that he was carrying a few items of interest. This is one of them. What is that? It appears to be a set of financial reports from Barlink. And they've clearly been tampered with. Every discrepancy within this folder has been clearly highlighted. The one who signed off on all this was none other than our witness. Say what? Impossible. Where the hell did Strutter get those from? We'll discuss that later. The point is, the contents of this envelope were clearly designed to reference the witness's illegal activities. Oof. Yep. Order! Prosecutor Gavin. What does this all mean? The victim was blackmailing the witness to take part in his game? So it would seem. I know that there was something sinister going on behind all this. I don't get it. Why go through all that trouble just to get someone to play a game? Good question. Wait a second. Would this case of blackmail give the witness a clear motive for the victim's murder? Yes, I suppose so. Hang on a second. You ain't seriously certain that I killed a Strider. It's possible. You could have done it to keep him from talking about your crimes. Nice try. Too bad for you, I didn't need to kill Strider. What do you mean? Remember what he said that night. He told us he'd reveal our secrets if we couldn't complete our task. But I managed to swipe something just like my envelope told me to. Huh? This pendant. You stole this? Only for the purposes of the game. Fully intended to return it, but never got the chance. Snatched it from Grace's pocket just before the body was found. It's about 9:45 in the main hall. Oh. May not broke it, but I'm a pretty decent pickpocket. Are you just trying to convince us all that you weren't a thief? Still, I suppose I do remember Miss Bard showing up in the main hall at around that time. Some pendant added to the court record. But wait. Just because he completed your goal doesn't guarantee that Starter wouldn't talk. Still, I might have killed him to make sure that didn't happen. No way. I've known Starter long enough to know that he's the man of his word. Besides, if I plan to kill him, then why would I even bother with completing my task? Ugh. I suppose. I think we've discussed this for long enough. The fact is that this witness can't be the killer. You see that her Iving was in the main hall with you at the time of the murder, Fraulein? Ah, I guess I forgot about that little detail. Give it your best shot. Don't worry about it. The main point of all this is as follows. Herr Strater was blackmailing each of the murder mystery participants. All of them? That was what the evidence suggests. I have the rest of the envelopes here. Take a look. Oh. Ken Forza's roll. Grace Barr's roll. Ronald Barr's roll. Hold on, the lover, yep, I knew it. Barr's roll, the Snoop. I had those two freaking swapped around, but I knew these two, and I was like, whatever. Yeah, whatever. So, Snoop is probably the one that killed Isla. Well, Barr was likely the one that killed Isla. I don't know why. Well, actually, I might know why. Oh well. So, each of these roles allude to some kind of secret about the person they were given to. I wonder what the rest of the guests are hiding. Wait a second, when I look at each of these roles, these names look familiar. Yep, the witness account. Ah, these are the codenames that were used in that testimony. That paper with Arcus's account written on it that we found in the lounge. The thief, the lover, the snoop, and the seductress. They're all here. That means that the guests that weren't mentioned in the account were the two of us, the detective. But why? And that's not the only thing. When I look at the roles of the other four guests, there's clearly something that contradicts our understanding of Strata's game. In fact, I might just have the perfect piece of evidence to show where the problem lies. The evidence that shows these four roles create a problem. there's the victim, and then there's the killer. There we go. There we go. The thief, the seductress, the snoop, and the lover. These are the roles that were given to the other guests at the manor. That, of course, is alongside the role that myself and the defendant were given, the detective. Our goal was written clearly at the bottom of this note. Catch the killer. Ah, looking at the other 4 roles. Exactly. There was no killer. None of the guests were given that as a role. But how can that be? One can't have a murder mystery without a murderer. Ah, so you did notice. Quite the conundrum, yeah? Well, let's get to the bottom of this, shall we? Witness, is there something you'd like to say? Damn straight. If you ask me, you're all way off about what happened that night. What do you mean? I'd like to continue with my testimony, if that's okay. I suppose we have strayed from our original topic. Very well, Mr. Iving. Please continue. What's he going to say now? Oh, lordy. This might be a long one. Or maybe... maybe I'll just end the video here. I don't know. I think I will end the video here. Because, you know, it's about 30 minutes long and my throat is pretty much dead right now. If you can tell. So, yeah, I will see you in the next video, which will be a few days from now. 2 days from now, because tomorrow I'm gonna be talking from who knows when to who knows when with my friends. So I will need my voice to recover for that. So should see you next video, YouTube. Goodbye.